Hello everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Tonight we're bringing you a late night MMR Qualifier 8 to be exact, and on the stream tonight we'll have Jess, Hamura, Mr. Mario, and Riley. Bringing you all the action tonight will be Epic Yoshi and Fox. How are you two?
I'm doing wonderful.
Hopefully this is a fast seed so we can get everyone to bed, but without much further ado, I'm just going to leave it to you guys.
Okay, well, luckily for me, it's not too late being in the West Coast myself. How about you? Is it too late for you, Fox?
No, it's Central Time, so it's not too late for me. So it is it is Monday tomorrow, so
In just over an hour, it will be Monday for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will probably be still today when we finish. But if we get something longer than 3 hours on restream, that'll be a different story.
Yeah, that will mean something bad's happened with the caliber of some of our runners here.
We do see a Deku Princess bottle on our hash. And a room key, my worst enemy. This is true. If a day passes between the East Coast players starting this seed and finishing, then we have a real problem on our hands. You're very right.
Runners are off, and
I can't make out what that item is in the tree. All I see is red postman hat. Oh,
Mountain Title Deed.
I don't think I saw the SCT item. I think everybody just skipped it.
Yeah,
Went straight to the
everybody
owl.
skipped it. Oh, we got Goron Mask on North Clock Town Tingle.
I'm incredibly happy to be commentating this seed. I I checked Tingle like half an hour in. Losing out on that mobility of Goron would absolutely kill me. So we're going to be moving pretty fast throughout this seed, and I'm sure everybody is going to have their Goron mask. I'm literally the only person who wouldn't have their Goron mask early.
And we have fire arrows in the grotto there.
Oh.
And that's this. I guess that's the grotto in southeast Stormfield. Yeah. And looks like we have an oath to order start. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see anybody's trackers having pointed that out yet, but some of the trackers must have seen it.
Was the hint that Goron race was dead?
Wonderful. Love to see it. You never want to put up with that. I'm forgetting the word for it. The cheating in racing word. Rubber banding.
Spider House's postman's hat again.
Oh no. I took that bait so hard on Friday. But I think most of the runners know to avoid taking the bait.
Gossip Stones is Giant's Mask.
Yeah, we don't need that. Even if we'll even, like, especially if you don't get any swords, like, Giant's Mask isn't even worth it. I sure did, Keshi. And we see Jess talking to Grandma a bunch to skip time for room key. Oh, and he did get some unfortunate timing. If you're there at noon, you'll actually, when you talk to Grandma, you'll have dialogue between Grandma and Andrew. And, well, you just sort of have to wait until they stop their conversation if you skip into that time slot. I didn't even see what was on Roomkey, actually. Somehow I'm immune to seeing that item.
I was just checking the hint on the other side. It's Damp and Digging was dead from Riley's Inn. We also have a Ranch Wath. So, probably the song.
You kind of hope for the song. In some ways you don't. It could be like just on the shack of Dog Race. That would be nice. There's a wallet on Ranch Sisters?
Yeah. There's also a bow on... go ahead.
Was the other item significant? I thought that was on Cremia that I saw the wallet.
Yeah, the wallet's on Cremia. The other item wasn't significant. Yeah, we have a bow on Metamaroma 1.
Nice to have an early bow. It does get you to move around a bit. Especially combined with Goron, that we already have decisions between going for mountain or swamp.
So, Jess and Mr. Mario already made it night 1, acknowledging the fact that you have a Goron early, and that kind of throws a wrench in your opener, so...
It's a bit of a gamble because, like, you can just get it. It's also a gamble the other way to wait until you get your keg. But there's absolutely no guarantee you'll get that keg.
I didn't even see that West Clock Town was the foolish one. Was that on an observatory? Or was that somewhere else?
Honestly, I'm barely catching any of the hints.
People were just talking about hints. I didn't see any West Clocktown Foolish. Jess is still doing West Clocktown checks.
It's possible that the hint wasn't seen on Restream, and we try to avoid actually talking about things outside of the Forerunners. Do we have a spreadsheet for tracker notes? I know Wind Waker uses one. I didn't hear of us getting one. That's a good point, actually. For tournament, that does sound like a bad idea. It was just for fun races that I had experienced that.
We have another bottle on chess minigame, so that's 3 bottles already.
This seed sounds so very, very nice. I wonder where it's going to go wrong.
I'm expecting early Snowhead Temple with bow, fire arrows, and Goron immediately.
That's very nice of the seed, honestly. Maybe it'll be an item inside of the temple that's going to lead to magic.
I don't really expect something
no,
leading to
that's not
magic.
possible.
Yeah, it's not possible. Like, you can have magic, lot magic in Snowhead Temple.
I don't know why I always forget that you actually need magic to get there.
That that's a very rude location for Cafe's mask.
Why?
Just because like if you like he can't set up midnight meeting out of logic at all. It's gonna have to be next cycle.
I mean, it's unfortunate timing on Jess's end, yes, but it's not actually like he's not forced to do swordsman school that late. Everybody does it that late because it's just convenient in race routing.
There's the foolish. Mountain Village is foolish.
Ooh. You know, I love to see that. I don't like the smithy.
Nobody does. Smithy's a nasty location overall.
More so, though, I just love to see it foolish. More than I hate to see it useful. Springtime pops off, though. I like checks being there.
Stone Tower foolish. Not really saying too much there.
Kribia had a wallet upgrade on a stream other than this. Rigged, man. Ooh, the Goron Grotto by Road to Icana has their Zora mask. If the Turbina Field underwater chest has Deku, that's quite a start.
We have one song check in logic. Probably just we'll see if there's any other items that are gonna show up early.
Yeah, right now on Restream we kind of want to see Mountain, but I don't imagine it'll happen for a little bit. Generally, you're going to go to Swamp first. But then again, Bo was very early, so maybe somebody is going to go for Mountain before Swamp.
With Goron, I would absolutely go Mountain before Swamp. Just to get the song.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably do that as well, but I never know. I'm not mentally consistent. I think the biggest thing that'll throw me off is, for example, getting a mountain title deed or an express mail and wanting to deal with that as soon as possible, instead of just waiting for when it would be convenient routing. Because I worry that I'll get some item that'll make me want to reset, and in the 10 seconds it takes to do that, I'll, right about the moment when I say yes to doing the Song of Time, I will expunge those items and they'll have been needed.
There's
Speaking
an
of trade
ocean
cost
deed.
items, there we go.
I don't like
Blast
seeing an
Mask
ocean
Lady is
deed
a
right
gross spot. You know, you don't like Blast Mask Lady to hold on to anything temporary. Especially
Yeah,
Ocean Title Deed, though, because, like, especially you're gonna check Bomb Lady early. You're almost never going to actually have access to turn that deed in. So it's a rough one, for sure. And that, of course, means that we're now rooting for light arrows on the ledge.
Yeah, Ocean Title Deed needs Hookshot and Garo, Gibdo, and Epona for access right here.
I'd say there's a decent shot that Epona's is going to be on the Goron song, but it could just as well be on the Deku Palace song, and we find Deku somehow. Or either of those give access to Woodfall or Snowhead, and then we go in and grab it off of Oath. Or we could find a Keg and Epona's could be vanilla. There's still a lot of possibilities.
Just opting to use the Mountain Title Deed for Twilight Paper.
Yes, that is a good point. The Ocean Deed title turn-in does require you to have Zora. That is a very easy thing to miss when you're starting out. You're just like, I have the deed, that's all I need. But you do need the appropriate form for Swamp Mountain and Ocean turn-ins.
Got Pictobox out of there as a result. Yeah, it's unclear whether or not that's going to lead to something. Just because it's out of logic.
We could see somebody go for seahorses. Unhinted.
I'd wait for Roomkey or Deku to even bother with it there.
Somebody was, just taking a photograph in the bathroom, dropped their phone. Happens. Oh, that's what's happening. I was wondering what Homura was doing in the Curiosity Shop this early. But that's
okay,
good
we've
way
got
to-
a bean.
Ooh, Bean's logic. Oh, I was watching Riley right at that moment where he got tail whipped right the moment he killed the Dodongo. That is unfortunate.
Gosh, I didn't see that.
And we do have Mr. Mario running up the mountain. Giving the booty tap to the Dodongo. Love it.
So that bean could be for a few things. Also, I didn't see the hint I meant to. It could be for the ranch. That opens up the ranch chest, but I mean it also opens up Stump, but the ranch chest is in logic with Zora anyway, so.
I've gotten so used to the ranch chest just being a free item that I don't even think about it having logic. But that would make sense.
It looks like Mr. Mario
just went for the owl statue and left, huh?
Yeah. That's an okay play. I don't particularly think it's a bad one. Is that nothing on Milk Road Tingle?
Oh, we saw Foolish for Stone Tower. Huh. That's interesting.
It's a really common one. So doesn't really mean too much. Like, it's a very late sphere location to begin with, and it's only the 3 being locked items in standard.
It's a bit of a superstition, but I usually like to think that that means that light arrows are going to be somewhere kind of deep. That or elegy, either of them.
Where were Goron and Zoramass? Goron was on the North Clock Town Tingle, and Zora was on the
It was in the grotto on the way to Icana.
Yeah, the
that you got
grotto
to
and path to
Goron
Icana,
Rock.
yeah. It's like
that-
Oceanside
Yeah,
Spider House
Ocean
has
Spiders.
a bow-locked bow. That's a bow-locked bow because of fire arrow logic required for the Spider House.
Oh, okay.
Now, what would be trolly is there'd be an East Clock Town where the hero, and it's for the bow, because that's entirely possible here, given that hint.
And that's because of the fact that there's a bow-locked bow somewhere else in the seed?
Yes. The other one could easily be bow-locked too.
But it just necessitates that there's at least one bow-locked bow somewhere.
Both of them would have to be bow-locked.
Okay. That would make more sense.
Yeah, we've found Deku in Road into the Southern Swamp, so that does mean that the pictograph box is in logic. Also, oh god. That's fun. That Bremen mask is super fun.
Yeah, especially with the ranch being lost today. Well, that will be very interesting. We'll see if Riley is going to rush that. After dealing with the Day 2 grotto, of course.
So with that, we have 2 songs available. We'll just have to see what they are.
Surely one of them will open up the seat a bunch. We are pretty much restream locked on items. I feel like there's not much left to find. Just Deku Palace stuff now. And I guess Lens Cave. I love it when you encounter the monkeys blocking your way and you're like, nope, I'm soaring out of here. Looks like Amora is going to be our first one into Deku Palace today. We'll see what we get there. Might not be the first one to get the song, depending how execution goes, but we'll see.
It's like nobody else on Restream is there yet.
Yeah, 2 of them are now in the swamp. They've just left the swamp. The man's really gonna do us like that today, huh? The best item in the game to receive if you want to go slow. The only progress impeding item. Because you gotta see extra text boxes for certain characters that you talk to.
Getting another ball of water means potentially not going to do it. We've already seen a few stump trolls in the quals already. I think one of them had Deku on the stump at this point, and then this one he could have Hookshot on stump. So
Yeah, that's the fear that one of the fears that I'm always looking out for, and I will always get that beam and go for it as soon as I can if I don't have hook.
there's an all-night mask on the left side of Deku Palace.
And Omura does have time to put it to its full use still. So that'll be interesting. Although they won't be going back to clock down until they get the owl at Woodfall, I'm sure, so it might not time out. They'd have to make it back before 4. And they have not inverted, so that will be a bit tight. If that's even within their planning.
It's new wave on Deku Palace right there. So
That is unfortunate. That does not get us anything until we find our opponent's song. Well,
it
that's
gives
not
you
quite right.
Giant's Mask if you want it, which none of our runners are going to get.
I could have done the marbles, Tanjo. I didn't see the ping.
Ooh, magic. There's a lens on Woodfall.
Lens is an interesting one. The only thing that it's hard required for now is going to be Shiro, because Darmani is confirmed dead because Mountain Village is foolish. But there are other logical uses for the bow, for the lens rather. Oh man. That is the funniest place to find that particular item. I wonder if Jess knows that he has to leave and re-enter the room for it to work. He's inverting, so I imagine he is. He's getting his time he needs. Or no, he's not struggling for time.
He inverted just to slow it down. Also, there was mirror shield in the back of Woodfall.
Okay, that item is far more likely to be Way of the Hero. Not that we have this region being Way of the Hero, do we?
We do not.
We found the Deku Mask in Road to Southern Swamp, right? I don't actually know where we found the Deku Mask at all.
In Rando, once you have the Mask of Truth, as long as you enter with the Mask of Truth in your inventory, the gold dog's guaranteed to win. But yeah, we have a Brahmani Ranch Way of the Hero. Just for Bunnyhood, that's a troll. So it's either Lemons or the song.
At this point, it is probably going to be the song.
Let's see on Riley's end on Lemons, because Riley has the opportunity to do Lemons.
At this point, I'd say it's almost gotta be, right? I mean, if opponent's song is vanilla, it does automatically count as Way of the Hero? Or no, has that changed?
Not automatically.
You would have to have a check that's on Gorman Brothers?
You would have to have a check that is locked behind the Pona.
I mean, isn't that most things?
Not every seed. Like, there's a really small chance for opponent not to lock any required items.
If you had a ranch foolish, does that mean that like everything past Great Bay and Stone Tower is dead then? Or Icana?
If Epona's anywhere in a song location, the place can't be foolish. It's just that for it to be where the hero in particular, it's just like every other temple song that where you just need it to lock a required item for it to be way of the hero.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I shouldn't have even thought that Epona could be foolish. Because Wath and foolish aren't purely opposites.
It's that Gamma alert mana check. Like, that's honestly expected.
You don't really think about it, but Majora's Mask, you can save Scum, and it is useful mainly if you have Letter to Cafe or Letter to Mama. Those are the two big uses for it. I don't know if there's another one. Maybe if you just want to check if everything behind Blast Mask Lady is dead or not, and then just sort of continue on.
I scum land title deed often. It's
Yeah,
a very fast.
Scumming Deeds for
detective.
Toilet is a good one too.
Yeah. Yeah, scumming deeds for toilet is good. I think land title deeds is the best one to just scum because it's just a really fast one to just get to after setting up the save scum.
If anybody was watching Jess's side for Deku Playground, that is the most stressful way to do Deku Playground, but it is optimal, so props to him. Day 2 sounds nearly impossible. Because they're all on the same plane, aren't they? Or are... No, none of them are raising, because if any of them were raising, you would not be able to do the trick where you take the mask on and off.
And grandma stories from Mr. Mario right here. Tell if anybody else did them. Oh, they're nothing.
Hate to see it. It's like when you go through the trouble of doing all night mask and it's nothing. I mean, it's not that terrible, but you always kind of want it to be something if you go for it.
Oh, this is fun. Jess has got the combination of Bunny Hood and Stone Mask for Deku Palace. I love having both of them here so you can do some fun strats.
I don't think I've seen these strats.
You can just swap between the masks.
I've seen a lot of people lately going for that door frame jump on the other side. I always learned it on the side where the song is, but people seem to be going for the other side now. And I don't know if that's harder or easier. Well, just literally did both of them, so...
I don't think it makes a difference.
For me personally, I can't do the door frame jump. I always mess it up.
Oh, we did see Road to Sun and Swamp Way of the Hero for Deki right there.
Oh, is that on Hamura's side?
Yeah, it was the mountain hint. I didn't see it before.
Yeah, I didn't see it at all either. I tend to forget that that hint even exists until the moment I walk in. Yeah, getting thrown out while you're wearing the stone mask is definitely an insult. But unfortunately, the things that shoot out of them, if once they've left the guard, they don't disappear until like it catches up with it. So you can actually end up still getting caught.
Yeah, Road to Southern Swamp was Way of the Hero, and that's for Deki Mask. No, it's not for Mirror Shield. Mirror Shield's in Woodfall. And okay, Lullaby on the Gorm Baby. So, as I predicted, Snowhead is in play right here.
And I hadn't even noticed that we picked up magic off of Stockpot Inn, but that's a pretty exciting particular placement.
Yeah. There's a lot of checks open behind Lullaby right here. Just 2 of them are foolish. Yeah. And yes, Staff Room had magic.
So we are going to see a sub-hour first dungeon clear almost for sure. Maybe by everybody. We'll see.
Yes, so Gossips was hinted. It's Giant's Mask.
You know, I think what I'm wanting to see is that we have a submerged powder keg for our opponent's song, and Oath will be like, what are our options? Sonata? We'll go with Sonata. We're actually looking pretty good on songs, honestly. We haven't gotten either of Healing or Storms. And we have the Mirror Shield. We haven't seen Keg, but we're at this point almost guaranteed to see Keg somewhere. Probably relatively early on, but kind of late. I don't know what I said even means.
And I think you have a misconception on how Way of the Heroes work. You've argued this with me before.
Possibly. What argument did I make this time?
No, I wasn't.
I might not
talking
have
to you.
realized I made it. Oh,
I was talking to someone in chat. Someone
Okay.
has a little bit of a misconception on how Way of the Heroes work, I think. Big thing is just like if it's a item that's logically required for you to beat the seed, that's all that it really is pointing to, unless if you have a song Way of the Hero, which means that the song is locking a required item.
Yeah, songs are a little bit of a special case. I don't know if there's anything that actually algorithmically distinguishes them, but
We're seeing lemons right here.
will the lemons grow up in an explosive fashion? Let us find out. Or will they become light arrows? Their true form.
So seeing stump chests right here. It's a bomb bag.
Interesting. There are a few places that are hard locked bombs that could have our hook shot still. Yeah, it's a pretty nice, cozy late night race. For West Coast, it's definitely a bit. It's like a nice evening. Oh, there it is. There's our hook shot.
God, I knew it was gonna be something. Gross, dude. That.
Where was it that the Bremen mask itself was? That was a
Midnight
while ago.
meeting, because of course it was.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun.
I have gotten trolled by that exact situation a weekly before. With Cafe specifically on Sword School. And leading to something on Midnight Meeting that's required.
Let's hope that some people get bailed out by an accessible keg, a not hookshot required keg, so that they won't be having to wait until third day to be picking that hookshot up. Because a lot of people right now are beginning to start their second cycle. Half of Restream.
I think Jess kept his cycle very short just out of precaution of Midnight Meeting, which is probably the best choice you could do here. But most people are going to get told by this check.
It's the best choice.
Yeah, especially because that's the trolly thing about doing an observatory opener and having the early Goron, which prompted a few of our runners to play Song a double time early.
I'm starting to think if I played this seed, it might actually balance out in my favor.
It looks like Jess is setting Midnight Meeting now. Looks like Amar also set Midnight Meeting, which is good on their end.
Perhaps they won't feel too many bad effects from this. Because if they just clear out the dungeon, it'll be time for Midnight Meeting, and then if they decide to, they could just double time to their lemons and get their hookshot. They'll be running out of options by that point, honestly.
If I get bailed out by a K, that'd be okay.
Yeah, they won't be scrambling if they have a keg to open them up for sure. Or Oath could bail them out with an Epona's. Or rather, the first dungeon completion song.
Yes, Hugo is foolish. I'm not sure if Mr. Mario is aware of that.
I'd have to imagine that Mr. Mario has seen the hint, but I don't blame him too much. I forget sometimes. Especially when you're getting squeezed into a bottleneck. I don't know if Mr. Mario is... Yeah, they don't have their hook shot, so they're probably getting close to bottlenecked. Sometimes you're just like, I gotta do all that I can think of, and this is what I got.
We'll also see what's on the blue orb here.
That's true. Sometimes you can clear out a foolish as a deliberate act of trying to get more bottles or trying to get FD mask. It's not strictly a bad idea. There's a high probability that it's probably not going to turn out well for you, but it's not a bad decision. All I see is yellow for this Path to Snowhead item.
I couldn't make it out. Yellow is probably Master Sense. I know it's got like a more distinct color to it. And kind of like similar to the same shade as the gold rupee.
It would be kind of nice if it was the light arrow, though. I do personally like to see that Mr. Mario is doing Snowhead Temple with 4 hours on the clock. Does make me happy.
I don't like seeing that, personally.
I'm sure most people don't.
I think it's a very risky choice. There are, minus the Mountain Village checks, this locks 10 checks. So if you say like find some bad things here, like could get Lair Cafe behind this. That could be really bad. There was already a bad seed yesterday about a letter to Cafe Troll behind Snowhead, so...
Honestly, those are the exact kinds of things that screw me over on most seeds where I get screwed over. Finding that because I'm almost always in final hours if I can help it, I'll always find things that are required to be turned in before final hours. And then a literal hour later is when I'll go to clean that mistake up.
So... Okay, that's just vanilla. Alright, so... Homura's safe from that check. Would not be going back for that check for an awfully long time.
Which check was that?
The bond lot check in Lens Cave.
Oh, okay. That was seen to be nothing.
Which I didn't see it was on the Swamp Toady ledge. I completely spaced that out. I was looking at a different screen.
I was gonna say, I thought Homura was actually going to get that while Goat was actively firing lightning off at him. Like, there's no way that's just a safe spot. Homura going with the danger strats.
Hey, what song's on the blue ward?
Looks like it's Epona's. Now the seat is wide open. Hook was behind quite the chain of things. Swordsman School gave us Cafe Mask, then Midnight Meeting gave us the Bremen Mask, and then you got your lemons with the hook shot.
So we're missing quite a few items still. Got Hook. I mean, we know where Hook is. We just need ice, lights, and potentially 2 more song items, depending on the song layout. The song layout looks a little bit annoying.
It looks a little annoying, but we don't have healing.
It was a
swords
wallet
yet, so
there.
that's nice. Okay, wallet on the Scarecrow. So we still definitely have a bit of seed to play with 3 outstanding items, and we do still need Icana access with Garo or Gibdo. One of those needs to be found. And Cremia is the one holding our other wallet, right? But we know we
Yes.
don't need the other wallet because Curiosity Shop is dead. Well, that doesn't guarantee dead, though. Bank 3 could still, by logic, be required. Or rather, Bank 3 could be required, and logically you need that wallet from Cremia, but lol, no.
Not gonna be worth getting that wallet.
You can very easily do it by batching in 5 200s.
Unless the wallet is also locked behind Keg, and we don't know where Keg is.
That's true. It's not even up for conversation at the moment, but I guess that is good to say that Bank 3 isn't going to lead to Powder Keg. But there are still plenty of other items on the table it could lead to.
We're making it day 3. Gonna get that hook shot.
Wise decision. That said, you know that your ranch is way the hero, so you probably don't want to delay. Just at all.
Yes, anything on springtime checks doesn't look like it. I think it's just because it looks like it was just you gotta do this dungeon to get Epona. So I don't think there's anything else around. At this point, Snowhead could have just been hinted foolish.
That would be a bit interesting.
The boss Blue Warp is not tied to the dungeon, so it definitely could have been hinted foolish because it had absolutely nothing.
Although at this point, I don't think there's any hint stone where that hint could go. Because of the fact that it has Eponas.
Yeah, that's
Epona's
true.
locked.
That's true. The logic there is probably why.
It well could be possible that if it was hinted foolish, it could have been placed in any of the gossip stones that we do have freely available, but we've definitely seen enough hint stones to say that those aren't going to be.
Yeah, to clear up, so the boss Blue Warp song. Oh, and PFE is the last foolish anyway. The boss Blue Warp song is not tied to the dungeon, and since the dungeon had no items, it was entirely possible for Snowhead Temple to be hinted foolish. Regardless of the fact that you had to do it anyway. I've seen that happen before, so it's not like it's out of the question.
I really like Riley's screen right now, just gonna say. 45 seconds on the timer. Not even inverting. No fear. I don't know if the logic tries to account for whether or not you have access to multiple dungeons in regarding the blue warp.
Well, okay, we
Oh.
got bank 2 light arrows.
So the path to Snowhead, well, it was required then.
Could really imply that characters walk behind lights. Not sure if you make that play when you don't have icon access though, so
A little tough to make, yeah. And if you had Icona access, you'd almost certainly be go mode. Aside from songs. Because you need Garo Gibdo and Ice Arrows. Which are the main things missing.
we're having a difficult time with chess minigame. Take another crack at it. Like sometimes you just get bad maze formations and just have trouble.
Even when you know how to like clip through the blocks, it's sometimes it doesn't give you a formation where it's even easy to clip through the block.
It's like this one you can clip right through. Except
And he got
no,
blocked
you
by the
can't.
next one.
Should be able to clip from that other block to get around, I think. On around.
That would have been the next thing to try for, especially when you've spent this much time into trying to clip instead of navigate your way through all of the options. Because I do find that when you're Goron, you do have time to brute force the maze. Unless you get like really hung up in a weird like hook loop.
I've had a full roundabout a couple of times. It was just like, why? And I have almost 0 seconds left on the timer. Just absolutely fantastic.
But the key word there is almost. And you still make it with nearly 0 on the clock.
So Mr. Mario's going over to Great Bay. Still without that hook shot. Gonna be behind all of our other runners on restream because of that. Does Mur play on VC? Because like I don't play on VC, so I don't do the pause buffer because I have MU pause buffering, and that's bad. So
Yeah, it's pretty bad on emulator to try to pause buffer anything. Not impossible, but you really don't like to do it.
is that another bottle?
That's another bottle.
Okay
We have
then.
at least 4 available by now.
Oh yeah, the FPS counter there. That's looking like not on emulator, so like on emulator, excuse me. Not on VC. So yeah, probably just
Yeah, this is our first person entering Great Bay. Just about over, or rather, it is over an hour in. Yeah, I guess when you're coming to Great Bay without a hookshot, it's really gonna fragment the checks you do.
we haven't seen this. We haven't seen. Wait, did Riley check this? I don't think I saw it. Riley didn't check it. That's Camaro's mask.
Oh, I didn't see that either.
Where's Hookshot? It is on Lemons behind a Bremen mask on Midnight Meeting.
Yeah, I'm sure that Restream saw somebody pick that chest up, but I personally didn't see it.
We did see that chest earlier. Okay, thanks, Riley. That hug is very late, like very deep in the item spheres here, compared to everything else. I guess it comes into logic at the same time, just about as Epona, thinking about it.
The hookshot and Epona are coming into logic at the same time? Is that what
Roughly,
we're
it
saying?
looks
Yeah,
roughly.
sounds
I was
about
just
right.
counting spheres.
I never even try.
When I play, I generally don't try, but if I'm watching, I can count better.
Yeah, that's true. As a viewer, you do have a better eye for analyzing. I don't know that I do commentating because it's 4 different people.
This is resetting time. Honestly, that's a good. That's a safe play to do right here.
I'm sure the fact that Jess plays safely is a part of what keeps him up top. There are definitely times to go aggressive on a seed, but most of the time you should play pretty safe.
is opting to grab this title deed again.
Yeah, it's not a bad deed to go back for. The ocean deed, if I recall, was a pretty bad spot though, right?
Yes, it was.
Oh, we see a razor sword off of, what do we call it?
Stage lights.
Stage lights. Oh yes, Bomb Lady having the ocean deed is real rough.
It's another bomb bag. He was pretty rough on bomb bags, all things considered.
I didn't see where the other one was.
It was on Rosa Sisters.
Oh, that's not too bad. Because Kamara was on the day 3 chest.
And it's still hookshot locked. It's probably worse than the other one on Stomp.
About the same. With an extra layer of bullshit.
I personally think Stomp's a lot better than that.
I think I just prioritize getting that particular chest a lot
We
more.
found Garrow behind the trade for Mountain Title Deed.
Interesting. I wonder if we'll see Gibdo before most other people go for that.
I did not see what was on the ledge, but
It
that's
seems to be
definitely
worth
going for it. No, not the ledge in Zora Hall, the Great Bay Coast ledge.
Yeah, I wouldn't think Jess would go for a gold rupee, especially.
Oh,
with
look at
the
that! Another
child wallet.
bottle. Oh, yeah, it was Great Fairy.
Oh,
Sword.
that's worth it.
Where were lights? Lights were on Bank 2.
Right. I could not remember. That is a wonderful time to see a Pirates Fortress exterior, foolish and...
Are we still missing our last Woth?
Possibly.
Ah. There's only 4 places that can be.
Swamp Spider House, let's go.
So it's logically Icona locked. That's interesting to note.
They could be before crossing the river and the Swamp Spider House. That would be kind of trolly.
Oh, I'm discussing the Gossip Stone locations.
I should specify that I'm talking about gossips as well.
Yeah, there's a Gossip Stone in Swamp Spider House. It's the most trolly one when you don't have required Swamp Spider House.
There was something on Swamp Spider House, like not guaranteed good, but something.
It was a postman's hat.
Yeah.
That's not a magic. Wow. Another hook shot locked explosive.
We don't need explosives anyways. Yeah, the location of Hookshot is pretty much the summary of how this scene has been going. It was a bit of a struggle to get to our Epona's song that was on the Oath song, with Snowhead being the only dungeon we could access.
And also empty of anything.
Yeah, completely devoid of actual checks, but including springtime, with Mountain Village being foolish, hinted that way.
This is gonna have to go up here because he doesn't have magic. So he can't do the strat with Stone Mask.
Unfortunate. Homura knows something we don't if he's skipping. Well, is Homura the one that doesn't have hookshot? No, that's Mr. Mario. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what about the strat to do the guards without shooting the beehive from the top, why that needs magic.
He didn't have arrows either. It's just you can do it from the top of the Zora egg tank if you have magic, which he currently does not.
With Deku Bubbles, I guess?
Yeah, with Deku Bubbles.
It's a fairly recent technique, so I'm not too up on it. I tried it once, and then I applied my hook shot to the beehive and cried.
Alright, you know what's painful? Mr. Mario has time inverted, so this may be like a hard blast location.
Yeah, almost for sure. You could get bailed out by King.
I may
that is a lot less likely now. He is going through the sewers. We're gonna have 3 people in the sewers right now. That's kind of impressive.
Did anybody set up for seahorses? Yeah, Jess is setting up for seahorses. Nothing in sewers either.
We haven't seen anybody do beavers, right? And we haven't seen a hint for beavers.
We haven't seen a hint for beavers. We've seen nobody do beavers.
Could have our ice arrows. Could also have vanilla dungeon ice arrows. I'm kind of hoping to see Sonata on the Eggs song. I kind of just don't want to see healing or storms at all this seed. And if that were to be the case and we had vanilla elegy, we would only now need to find ice arrows. Maybe stick it on seahorses. Maybe we could even have vanilla, just straight up vanilla ice arrows. That would make this memorable.
It would.
Or the worst kind of French vanilla ice arrows, put it on Secret Shrine of Wart. We were on the exact same wavelength there, Gunzor.
Still thinking about where this last Way of the Hero is. On second thought, nobody's been to the hint on Road to Icona yet. Since really there are only 2 checks over there, so.
That and only one person has a Garo mask.
Yes.
Okay, that was a real smooth way to pick up that egg. My goodness. Just side hop straight down to the bottom, do a little turn and scoop it up. Those tiny little movement optimizations are always a pleasure to see. I'm thinking there's pretty good odds that we're gonna see double magic for everybody this seed. With the second magic being in that well-guarded chest. I don't know what we actually call it. Yeah, I don't think most people are gonna get Garo. Not for a little bit.
Once Jess is done with eggs, we'll go over there and check it. Where was Garo again? Mountain Title Deed Trade in Zora Hall.
Won't be long before we can see what our seahorses are.
Just missed one of the eels again. I think he may have right here. Yep, okay. Her last bomb bag, that one isn't locked behind all the nonsense.
Yikes.
We got some really silly bomb bag locations and
I don't think we've seen any bomb-locked important items either.
Yeah. The other thing about the logic is PFI is not foolish because of the blast mask being in it, not locked behind anything. Like all these bomb bag locations means that these places couldn't have been hinted foolish.
Oh, that's interesting. Big Sag of Storms. We don't want to see it.
It is Sonata.
Let's go. And Jess is going to get their Garo mask, and probably we're going to see what our song situation is real soon. If that Mirror Shield is our last required song or not. That particular placement of hint is making me wonder. Postman hat could still be in play as useful. Just ice arrows sitting in a mailbox. Postman was wondering this whole timeline why he's getting frostbite all of a sudden.
I'm trying to think of what's next. I guess go to Icona. Once you get Garo here, just
Once you do get Garo, that is the next step for sure. You could pop, if for those runners that aren't going to get Garo for a long time, you could step into Great Bay Temple or Woodfall Temple and see what's there.
I think Woodfall is a good play, all things considered.
Woodfall is definitely a better play than Great Bay. Great Bay is a big risk play. And I personally don't want to see more than one qualifier requiring you to go into Great Bay Temple without ice arrows.
Fair enough.
One is enough for us to get the idea. Thanks, Randomizer. We know you can do this. Don't show it off more than once, please.
There's Garo for Jess.
Dipping Temples is certainly proving itself to be the play for this season. And though you were required to go into Snowhead Temple fairly early, you weren't required so much to get an item. So we could still see one of the temples grant our ice arrows. Oh yeah, Cake being in inverted. At least it was inverted though. Like I feel like if you're gonna have a check in Stone Tower Temple, at least let it be inverted. Like that doesn't feel too bad to go and clear out and get. Stone Tower though, like you don't want to enter that temple. You never want to enter that temple. I'm pretty sure that puts you in the minority of people. I feel like most people are going to pick inverted over not inverted when they have the opportunity to do both at the same time. It's different if like you're struggling on Mirror Shield or Light Arrows. Oh, rushing Twin Mold and then doing Stone Tower? I don't know about that. You'd have to be like one item from go mode to be... Well, I don't know. I feel like if you're still not go mode when you're doing inverted Stone Tower, you might as well take the minute or two that it takes to
We
get to phase 2?
have found Captain's Hat.
Very nice. Captain's Hat is definitely going to help speed the song process along. But I guess if our last song, no, that's not going to, if we find our elegy somewhere, that's not going to speed up the process for finding ice arrows. Healing, though, that's gonna make it take longer. Oh, I'd say, like, with the meta of dungeon clearing being so prevalent, you wouldn't need a Wath hint to provoke checking the 2 key chests and giant mask chest and inverted. If you're not already go mode when you're going through inverted. I'd say putting an ice arrows bet might be a good idea for now.
Just got the quick kill on the mini boss here.
Always feels nice. Apparently, when you're doing glitches, like, you can manipulate the movement. Like, there's a specific way that you move in the room that makes it so that he's guaranteed to end up right there. And that might be what Jess does, because I know that Jess runs a fair amount of glitchless. Probably glitch categories too, but I have heard about glitchless.
I just got a spicy bet betting ocean scrub trade for ice arrows. Yeah, folks, just keep in mind, like, if anybody's new to betting, since we're doing a bet for ice arrows, those specifically cannot be in Upper Icona, Iconic Castle, Beneath the Well, or Stone Tower Temple.
Or Georg's Heart Container.
Yes, that too. There's also the Fisherman game, it cannot be there. Here's my bet.
How did we get this sync happening on the Adolf? I didn't even notice that we had 2 people in Woodfall, and suddenly there's 2 Adolas dying on my screen.
Mario has finally acquired the Bremen mask.
And now they'll definitely rush to turn that in. Yeah, it's gotta feel rough at this stage at, like, almost 2 hours in, no hookshot. That always feels awful. I personally like my bet of Wart because if it's Ice Arrow's chest or it's the Secret Shrine Wart chest, it counts. But somebody could beat me out by saying you probably get more specificity points for saying Great Bay Temple. I'm not sure on that. But definitely for Ice Arrow chest or Secret Shrine Wart chest. There we go. Price is Right rules in me over here. Admittedly, I very much prompted it.
Nice for Monty's mask.
Did we just see a Romani's mask? Whoa. That was in... Where was that? Was that in Woodfall Temple somewhere?
No, it was trading the Moon's Tear.
Oh. Very nice. I don't know where Moonsteer was.
It was in PFI, so that could be important here.
Could be. I certainly hope it is. And we have Jess with the perfect time to check it out, and it looks where he's going. I was wrong. He's just heading out to Icana through the optimal entrance. Oh, and we're gonna see Shiro now. I do like this strategy of taking your time on opponent to just snipe out the bubble.
That was a Road to Southern Swamp way of the hero. So our final wath is Iconolot.
And it is probably not going to be helpful at this point.
Yeah, it could literally just be like less plot time for those light arrows. That'd be honestly a good thing for a couple of our runners. Well, there's ice arrows.
Well, GG. The scene's not over, but pretty good odds of being over.
Lame. Could have been in so many bad locations. Yeah, it was in Graveyard Grotto.
Were there no guesses for Graveyard at all? Is that why In My Heart wins?
No. I thought I was gonna be behind Captain's Hat, but apparently not.
Geographically, yes. Secret Shrine is close to Graveyard. I don't know if we have, like, geographical proximity tracking when, like, the guesses just don't include, or just nowhere near. We really are seeing Jess and Homura basically sync up right now, doing the same things. With Riley actually really not too far behind in that path. Not having Garo Mask, though, is going to split him up a bit further as it goes. And Mr. Mario, unfortunately, just with late hook shot, it's just going to be the way it goes, that he's going to be trailing behind pretty far. But not too much to do about that, really.
Did Homura go to Hall at all? Because I am unsure. They have it. Okay.
Was that a Vanilla Storms?
Looks like it was a Vanilla Storms. If it's keg, this seed's gonna be not fun for our runners. I'm going to say that now.
Honestly, there's a good amount of vanilla songs today. We can hope for Vanilla Elegy.
We won't see it on Jess because Jess hasn't gotten lights yet.
Oh,
Maybe the waff here will be useful.
It actually might serve Jess pretty well.
I didn't see what was there. Oh, where were light arrows
Red
again? Bank. Yeah, bank 2 were light arrows. Oh gosh, please check the other hint. Are we really gonna have the best waff location hints possible right here? This is not going to check the waff. Dang it.
He might check it after Secret Shrine, maybe.
He can't check Secret Shrine.
That's right. Well, maybe after this grotto. Well, Silver Rupee might be pointing him to go into the bank at least. Not at all.
He's gonna go get the wallet.
That's fair. That would be at least sort of pushing him towards the bank.
Let me remind everybody, the logic assumes that this wallet is required for the bank 2 reward.
Oh, true. Last Wath could be Path to Snowhead.
Considering this doesn't lock anything, it could absolutely be for that, yes.
Unless the Keg were to be in Secret Shrine, maybe. That wouldn't be the case.
We're seeing GBT from Jess. Oh, Murrow's doing sound check. Oh no! Never mind. It's past 5. Can't do it.
Oh, I thought it was 5:30. That it stops you. 5 makes more sense. It's probably Curiosity Shop that kicks you out at 5:30.
Riley's opting for beavers. We haven't seen beavers yet.
You know, the beavers having a powder keg is kind of appropriate. Or is it? Is blasting a common method of making a dam? I don't know. I'm not a beaver.
I think Jess might be using the time day from doing GBT to time Blast Mask again. Saving the old lady to get that ocean deed.
Uninverted, it's a day and a half?
He's probably
Yeah, that
gonna
makes
do the
sense.
entire
It's-
dungeon.
It's 6 hours inverted, so that... I mean, it's 6 hours. Not for Jess. It's like 4 hours uninverted.
Hammer
Inverted.
got lights right there. Still needs to get Garrow.
Have we seen a letter to cafe anywhere? I don't think
We
so.
have
right?
not. At this point, unless if Gibdo's in or behind GBT, it's locked behind. So there's like only a handful of checks where Gibdo could be that isn't locked behind icon access here. Most of them are in GBT.
Just now taught me how you're supposed to do Great Bay Temple routing when you do the Goron skip thing. I was always confused about how you get to the interior of the temple when neither of the waters are spinning. It's why you do why you do the Green Reservoir room first.
Well, WAF video, we don't know what the third WAF is. It's in the trolley location.
And Jess has given up doing hints, so we're not going to find it.
Everybody else
On
has
his
gone to
side.
Icona. There are 2 hints in Icona. It could be behind the Ocean Deed and in Swamp Spider House for both hints. But one of them has to be in Icona.
What if South Clocktown is Way of the Hero? Does that point to anything we currently have, or is that guaranteed required postman hat?
That could point to sound check. Yeah, no one's checked the
based off
Pohawk
of
Gossip
what?
Zoe. Romani's Mask was on Moon's tier trade.
Oh, okay. My God. Does a pun count if you pronounce it the exact same way, though? Or does that just make it an ultimate pun? An undetectable pun.
I'm just gonna see
Undetectable.
lights on bank 2 though. Once he's, I apologize for trying to speak right there. Jess is going to see lights on bank 2. Once he's out, I think he'll probably have enough rupees. given all the junk items. Yes, this is the first wart.
And it won't be the last. Oh my god.
Oh, goodness. The other thing is a 50-50 on whether or not Egos is required here.
Yeah, at this point.
What did Wart have? Room key.
That was a very interesting recovery just did. I don't know how he got onto the side thing. I only watched half of that. Interesting. Okay. I need to update my tech. I didn't even see what he did for the next room after that. Oh, I guess he would have done, he wouldn't go for the long jump, he would actually go for the setup where you hop onto the thing without reset, without words are failing me, but yeah. Yeah, the second seesaw jump is what I was trying to say. And that's a tricky jump to do. Okay, I would never go for Georg with Zora boomerangs. What the heck? Oh, wait, he got that too. I couldn't hear his feed, so I didn't know that. It didn't look like that hit, but apparently it hit. I'm catching on to that trend now, but I didn't even know this was possible.
Oh, they're not going to be very happy about this GBTs. Had a bunch of bad fights.
incredible. That Georg fight. I'm starting to understand the times I see on Jess's end. If he's doing stuff on that level of optimization.
As long as he doesn't skip out on the Graveyard Grotto and Egos is required, he's in go. The 3DS Gyarg is strat, like the speedrun strat, is really fast, fun to execute, but also very annoying at the same time.
I haven't seen 3DS anything for nearly 3 years now. Fake MM fan, cancel him.
This doesn't have lights, which is on bank 2.
I can't say I've had that particular tea sipping experience, no. I can't quite even envision it. And I'm scared to try.
We will see soon. Potentially Jess first if he just goes to bank 2 right here. Mara's gonna get go right here. And Jess is gonna get lights about the same exact time. We're still pretty much neck and neck. So actually Hamara doesn't have the Icona I'll hit, so Jess is a little bit ahead from that reason alone. We will see right here. We're going to see whether or not Egos is required.
I don't think we have any confirmed go modes until we see an Egos fight.
So if that hint says anything else that isn't, like, if these upcoming 2 hints say anything else, it's not Egos. If it says, like, anywhere that they haven't checked. Shrine Wath, okay, the keg's in Shrine.
Wow, okay, cool. Ego's dead, confirmed on the spot. Let's get some secret shrine sync for everybody on Restream. That'll be the dream. Egos is double dead. Letter to Cafe probably isn't that bad. Maybe Gibdo is the worst thing that could be in Secret Shrine?
That would just be funny.
It would be.
It's just... Alright. He's gonna do Egos and get the unfortunate news that it's not here.
I wonder if this means that Riley will be chasing some healing checks before going to Shrine. And Tamura, for that matter. We have found Cafe Mask because it was required to do Hookshot, unfortunately. As for Letter to Cafe, we still do not know its whereabouts.
Yeah, like the other problem is the other hint could be in Swan Spider House video.
We haven't seen Pohut hint either, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen the Pohut hint. I hope people check it. Oh, I didn't see Pohut hint was an Icona. Mr. Mario checked it. Okay, that's why I didn't see it. I haven't been looking on Mr. Mario's screen for a little bit.
Oh, they happened at near the same time then, huh?
Okay. Alright.
Oh, I see what we're saying. Yeah, it can't be beneath the well now.
Yeah, straight up can't be.
Or, no, does it guarantee that it could be because both hints were at Icana? This feels weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it absolutely could be beneath the well. If it's just Gibdo here, it's gonna be the well.
I said it out loud and I canceled it out in my mind as I probably lied. So it could very well be Gibdo to the well. Oh my god. Save us, final chest.
Yeah, it depends on what's in the final chest. Okay, we got it.
Let's go, well. Could it be a bait item? Could it just be a bomb bag or bow kind of deal?
Guaranteed well.
Let's see a swamp deed behind the well. Let's go.
Check the hand. See. Have
I
to,
didn't know you could pick up that blue potion as Goron. That's actually really helpful.
yeah, you just have to not be Zora.
That would make sense. The bot's just doing its job.
Hey, why is he checking this one? Since Gibdo's walk behind lights.
Probably just a good idea. I don't know, maybe it is a bad idea. Could get FD.
No, shouldn't be, since Gibdo's light arrow locked. I mean,
FD doesn't matter though. Are we considering that well isn't where we should be going? I'm starting to not know where we're going with our conversation. Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be one of the two remaining well checks.
if it's on the left side, Homer's gonna be in a bad spot.
No, not necessarily. You can get a blue potion from the witch for 60.
Yeah, but on day 2 or day 3, that is very slow.
That's true. But it was right side, it appears.
Yeah, Homer did gamble on not bringing blue potion right there.
It's tough when you don't have the wallet.
Yeah.
Not impossible. I personally, I always go for witch blue potion because I just love showing off the waterfall from Icana Canyon into the witch's area.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing was it was for the wallet and pack to Snowhead locked lights and logic for you to get here. So just didn't go back for it and just kept bank 2 without grabbing it. That's what Homer did. Yeah, light arrows was on bank 2.
That's kind of an interesting point of blue potion sort of being implicitly implied you have the wallet at this point. Like, it's not actually tied to the logic at all, but like, if you're following the logic, you should have it.
Like, not. Nobody really did bank 2 early except Riley. Riley
Yeah,
just
nobody
straight up
rushed
missed
the
the
bank
hint.
for sure.
Riley just straight up didn't check the hints in Icona. Would have been go, but yeah.
So we could have a fairly close race between Omura and Jess. I'd say Jess's execution is probably above Homura, but we'll see what happens. You know, I wouldn't have thought to set the time of day in Icana Castle.
It's the best place to
I
go
didn't know
set
that
it.
was a free one.
Yeah,
One
just
where you don't
go
have to
right
watch the
in.
transition.
Yeah, just go right in and set it. It's really. It's better than like warping to swamp. Just saves a little bit more time just to go in and out.
I kind of like the fact that the alien story is barely explained. It's just like, oh, they're aliens. Who knows what happened between the time that Romany disappeared and reappeared? We're not going to answer those questions and leave that to your own devices. Yeah, I would say that Jess is probably not going to lose his lead, but Homer is a great underdog to root for in this situation. Did they both get keysed?
Other big execution thing is that I do not know if Homura does like any big ISTT strats like or recoil or anything. Last time I watched Homura do STT, that wasn't the case like a while back, but we'll see. We're getting snow at temple music in ISTT. This is opting to shoot Ikor from below right here.
Snowhead Temple music is confirmed as boring as a grotto. So doing the light arrow early Igor is just a little bit slower than doing the double recoil, where you recoil off the wall and then recoil onto the Igor platform. Interesting. I've only started doing the double recoil. I never did the first one in the room, and then I saw I don't know who doing it, and then I was like, oh, yep, I gotta start doing this. And I've always preferred to do the recoil flip into Igor just because I can't aim. But I have gotten messed up by not coming into Stone Tower with bombs because it was on a fresh cycle. Oh, that was a slick transition to fire arrows while falling down. Yeah, and I'm usually nervous and or tired around the end of my seeds, which is when Stone Tower is usually being done. And we all know how bad VC aiming is. I don't think I need to state how difficult it is. I don't remember what about it makes it so difficult. I think it's like the dead zones on the VC emulator. Ah, I see.
Jeff still has to wait a moment just because of the game time right here, so.
Omura will probably have to wait even longer, actually. Or no, okay, entering Twin Mold at 9. Twin Mold's probably going to take about 2 hours. They're about the same. In terms of waiting after the fight. That's true. Omura kinda wants to stall a little bit. Even though we have to we don't have to leave and re-enter the load zone, is it actually faster to sit here waiting for the hitbox to despawn than it is to just be an East Clock down and transition and walk over? I feel like they're close to similar in time. Then again, you're spending 2 load zones to leave and enter. If they were equal, you would lose the fight on that load-in zone. Oh yes, please do. We want to hear whatever we got on sound check. Although, does that take priority over Majora? I'm sure Jess would understand. Mandela Instruments, no. Swap it back. Oh, the remains are pulling for just to lose this race between Amara.
Nice one. Got the jump slash 1 cycle. GG suggests.
GG.
Oh, with a snipe. Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Very nice.
Now the big question is, when is Mr. Mario going to do Bank 2 right here? Also, did Riley check the hint yet, or did...
Yeah.
Welcome on in, Jess. GG.
Thanks.
How do you feel about that one?
It's not that much to say. I lost a lot of time to hook shot and light arrows.
I think hookshot was a struggle for a lot of people this seed. It was a pretty nasty combination.
Yeah, I got Cafe's mask at like 9:30, so couldn't do much about that. I also I failed sword school, but I don't know if that would have saved me if I didn't fail it. Because I went.
I didn't realize you.
Yeah,
Each
I
one
failed
costs
sword school.
50 minutes, so it still would have been like
50?
840.
Yeah, I would have had time to invert and start midnight meeting then. So I guess failing sword school costed me the seed pretty much.
Oh right, yeah, you have until 9 because it's not when they close out
Yeah,
the
it's
sub
like-
button, it's when she gets into the staff room, which is 9.
It's like 9:05. Also, I didn't expect to find that Shrine Way of the Hero.
Yeah, that was fun to find out right at the end.
Yeah.
Riley's
Just so
entered
happened
go.
that just so happened I wanted to route the Ocean Deed trade with Castle, so I got the Shrine Way of the Hero and didn't have to do Castle.
Yeah, the moment that happened on Restream, we were just like, cool, Egos is confirmed dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't check the Poe huts though. That's unfortunate. Well, wouldn't have mattered because I got light arrows really late anyway.
Other than that, the seed was pretty straightforward after the hook shot and the light arrows and the
Yeah, like after you got
powder
a hook
keg.
shot, you kind of just like did eggs, Woodfall Cape, go up to Icona and check the graveyard. Like it was all pretty self-explanatory. It's just a matter of when you do bank 2.
GG's to Hamura for getting 5th with time of 2:35. Stay safe.
GG.
Yeah,
4
this
minutes
seed really just
separation.
came down to bank 2 and not getting Cafe's Mask late. But other than that, like everything was on route, pretty much.
And it was particularly nice having the Goron mask just right from the get-go.
Yeah, as soon as the seed started. Did anyone on Restream get hookshot in first cycle?
Riley did.
Okay. Guessing Mr. Mario just hasn't done bank 2 yet.
Nope, he was also very late to the hook shot, so
I definitely made a mistake in not grabbing the Path of Snowhead wallet, but I just wanted to do all my most of my progression first. Would have had to bank 2 earlier if I actually bothered to grab the wallet or bothered to do more deposits.
I always try to make a push for doing 1,000 rupees with my first wallet. Like, I don't go out of my way, but like every time I'm going by West Clocktown, I just put a full in.
Yeah. I kind of plan to just route it with Ocean Deed anyway, so
where was Captain's Hat? Captain's Hat was in Woodfall Temple map chest.
I don't know how you avoid Captain's Hat this seed.
You just decide to gamble skipping Woodfall Temple checks, I guess?
I guess so. Or you just put it off.
Yeah, ice arrows were in the graveyard grotto.
I'm just now coming to the realization that Mr. Mario is doing Fisherman Game. I don't know how we came to this reality.
I might play like 1 or 2 more. I don't know yet.
Just gotta play them all. Reduce the point pool. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, if I end up placing within the top 20%, I can mess with other people's points if I wanted to. Even though I've done all 7 of my quals, it would impact other people.
Did Homura decline an interview? Okay.
Yeah, he wanted to walk his dog.
I guess at the very least, this wasn't a complete jet seed. Like, the stuff was on the way, but you had to do a lot of stuff this seed.
Yeah, I think going in Secret Shrine to go into Well is definitely a bit of a out of your way thing.
Yeah.
So asking where was Gibdo? Gibdo was Shrine Grandmaster chest.
Does Jet Seed have at any meeting? Has it ever meant anything? Probably not.
I was wondering why you finished. It was kind of Way of the Hero.
I mean, I didn't call this a jet seed. It wasn't a jet seed, but pretty much every other qualifier has been a jet seed, except this one.
They haven't felt like Jet Seeds to me. Especially Friday nights, but that one was just stacked against the way I route. And I'm fine with this reality. I think everything's a Jet Seed for Jess. You know what? We should stop calling it Jet Seed, and you know why? Does anybody know where I'm going with this?
Oh no, please. I know exactly where you're going with this.
I'm glad somebody knows where I'm going with this. We can call them Jess Seeds now.
It's awesome. You should call seeds where you can get screwed by in-game time checks just seeds. That's what happens to me every time I play a seed.
And I can get the seeds where you're required to do day 3 and later checks early on. Sphere 0 late checks. They're my checks, because that's the seeds where I stand a chance. I do like that backflip swag on the beavers. That was a nice kill of the Igor. Getting the recoil back into the Igor as he's rolling away.
Mr. Mario has the shrine hint. Just has not gone to Bank 2. Like, not even gone back for the wallet. May have forgotten about the wallet.
And he can't even go and do Cremia to get the wallet. Not that, like, if you're going to choose between Path to Snowhead, Scarecrow, or Cremia, you're ever going to choose Cremia. What's our bank looking like? 217.
Oh,
Two more
God.
deposits. Or he's just gonna go get that wallet that he knows about. Oh, but he can't even farm bubbles to get money. I guess Swamp is probably your best bet, or the Redads even. The Redads are probably your best bet at this point for farming.
Since it's day, you could probably kill the Dongos in north.
That's true. That's a quick 200.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna head out now.
Alright,
Getting
Good
late.
night.
Thanks for the restream.
you're welcome. Have a great one.
See ya.
Gosh, this is the last. Oh, please don't tell me.
Oh, we're
he
gonna see
must
Ghost
have-
with that. Let's go.
He must have forgotten the wallet. Oh, this is so sad.
Did we ever see what was behind the room key?
No.
I hope
Unless
it's
it-
over, Ruby.
Unless if Mr. Mario checked it when I wasn't looking. I didn't see anything.
I haven't been paying too close attention to the streams since we got the finish. So I think at this point it's agreed that we're going to see what's in the mailbox before we conclude this stream.
I think so, yeah. Not even sure if Mr. Mario's gonna finish.
I'm sure that Mr. Mario will eventually finish up the suit. I don't know at what point on ZSR we usually try to hard cap cut it off. This is late enough that like there's really no reason to cut it off aside from everybody on Restream wanting to go to sleep, which is absolutely fair.
Yeah, we're gonna have at least Riley in for
Definitely
an interview.
after Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if he gets light arrows, we'll probably watch him out for sure. But if we finish interviewing, we still don't see a light arrows, well... How do we entertain ourselves in the meantime?
I'm just thinking that this last check here, it could be like, what would be really trolly is this is locking FD.
Let's go. Imagine if we got FD out of the post box. I'd love that. We'd definitely watch the final fight if we got that. Sing-alongs. Kind of sing-alongs. There's no way we could try to synchronize with anything happening in game. How could I possibly convey a flip? There, I did a flip. Belief or disbelief lies with you. I don't think that's how the Happy Mask Salesman quote goes.
That's the Garo quote.
Oh, it's Gara.
I don't even
Okay.
think that's like the way they specifically phrase it either, if I recall right.
It's approximate enough. Dude, trust me. I didn't flip. I've never done one before this point in my life ever, but trust me, I did it on the spot in like less than a second. I mean, most flips should probably take the span of less than a second, otherwise you've probably messed up somehow.
Right. And GG's to Riley, finishing in 7th with a time of 2:51.
GG Riley. Invest, Mr. Mario, invest!
Just the 20, so he has not done Gorman Bros.
Welcome on in, Riley. GG.
Yo. So, first things first, did I miss a fucking, like, shrine wave here or something?
You did.
Yep, okay, that's what I figured, yeah. Where was it? Was it in Mountain Village?
Oh, they were both in Icona.
What the what?
They were on the ledge and the Pohet.
Okay. Huh, that's interesting.
It was really weird just from our viewpoint because like we didn't know what that WAF could have been because a lot of stuff just locked Icona access and logically that WAF had to be something that wasn't related to Icona access.
Did everybody else do Graveyard and Castle before getting that hint?
Jess did the hint first before doing Castle. But Hamura did
Even if it
Castle
was,
first.
okay, that's because I just rushed the songs because it was obviously easily potentially in go mode. There was like 2 out of 3. The odds were super high, but nope.
Yeah, I think Jess's next move would have been Castle, but then he got the Shrine hint and we knew
Right,
to
folks,
chase that for King.
it looks like
Mario,
Mr. Mario has forfeited.
Oh, he missed the lights on Bank too as well.
Yeah, he probably forgot about that the wall was there on Path to Snowhead.
Yeah,
Except everything else.
I don't know. I just routed super safe. Didn't do anything super extra.
Safe was probably the way to play today.
I did like beavers. I did all the sometimes since basically.
Yeah, Jess was particularly late in getting their light arrows out of bank 2 rather.
Yeah. What did I put off? I don't know. Like, I feel like I just played efficiently and just basically full cleared my game.
I think like the Garo placement was one of the ones that people took a while to get to.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
like
I just did
everything. And
I just
then
did PF first. It's not like I delayed it for too long.
Mhm.
Maybe I could have
And
done,
then
but
everything like was just over an icon of the scene. So that was pretty much what happened. Like,
yeah.
The Goron start was nice though.
Yeah, it's always nice. Because I don't think I played bad. But, it's unfortunate. Because that Shrine with you would obviously saved, well, not a lot of time, because I kind of committed to Shrine not too long after. But obviously I could have skipped a lot of stuff.
yeah.
It's just...
Just
Luckily, the hint was guaranteed to be late, so I didn't lose too much time out of never finding it.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think I'm crazier for I've committed to Shrine into the well instantly.
well, FD was on bank 3.
With yeah, I don't know. There was never a reason for me to do it with Keg being go mode. So,
Very nice.
since Keg locked the last wallet.
Yeah.
Um,
So logically, you have to do Cremia for FD. Disgusting.
I'm trying to think what else Seed had.
We were the first to the hookshot location.
Who was?
You were on
Oh,
the
okay.
stream.
That's interesting. Where was Bremen Mask again?
Midnight meeting, that's the reason why.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I rounded that in super well. I was pretty happy with that. Well, I got Cafe's Mask at like the most unfortunate time. Like, I just got it and I was like, okay, let's go round it in really quick. And then I just did that with Toilet.
Yeah, I've had that situation happen before. It's pretty much it was due to time of day. As just Sword School in particular can just rack you if it's a required cafe leading to midnight meeting when you're doing like observatory opener stuff. That's particularly what can be a troll in this seed. I think that's what really got Mr. Mario here, because Mr. Mario was pretty much last locationed it, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Swordsman School likes to be a thing that you do on the first night and no earlier. Because you do postman at the same time.
Yeah, I think what had happened was both Jess and Mr. Mario did, due to the early Guan, Song a double time early to get the Stray Fairy.
Yeah.
And that was not the play. That was definitely not the play.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head off. I really need to go to bed. It's 4 a.m. here, so...
Alright. Catch you later.
Yep, thanks for the restream. I'll catch y'all later. Goodbye.
Later, everyone. So, any final comments from the comms here, or should we just wrap this up here?
It's late. Everybody have a good night.
All right. Well, thanks. I'm gonna cut this outro short, but thanks everyone for watching. Huge shout out to all of our volunteers. Without them, these events can't happen. The comms, Fox and Epic Yoshi, the trackers, Zelda Fan, Mizu, Dope, and Wilmoff. Without them, obviously the stream can't stay up to date. And shout out to all the runners, of course, Jess, Riley, Hamura. I always add it in for some reason, and Mr. Mario. These events can't happen without them. There's sure to be a lot more MMR coming up, so stay tuned for the other qual races. And with that, I'm not sure who I'm going to be raiding yet. I'll find someone who's still running and raid them. But until next time, everyone, have a good evening.